week's win over Solihull the perfect way to prepare for the visit of the league leaders?
Yeah, to continue the run we're currently on with regards to being 12 unbeaten now. Solihull, like I said in the interview prior, and no mugs, I think they've got a strike force that you could boast in the top 1, 2, 3 in the division, and for us to go there and get a clean sheet fundamentally was massive, and then to play in the manner in which we did in the first 35 minutes I thought was up there with our Stockport performance, and to come away 2-0, yeah, it was very impressive. But I said straight after the game that I want the boys to park that, because as you suggested, we have the league leaders coming to town on Saturday, and again they're up there in terms of being the best side we've faced in many years of being in the National League. They have every side to their game, their willingness, their togetherness, their work rate, the way they play is phenomenal. They've got a manager that they believe in, and we need to make sure we hit the levels like we have done at Stockport, Solihull, Eastleigh here, and if we do that, we'll be a match for them.
There's the big one this Saturday. Barrow come to Meadow Park. What is your approach going into this one? More conservative given their impressive run, or are we going to take the game to them because of the form we're in?
No, listen, we're in good form, and I've spoken to a couple of managers this week already, and they said they'd love to not have their game to come and watch it, because the manner in which we're playing and the way that Barrow are playing, I respect the job he's doing there. The manner in terms of getting the ball out from the back, playing through the thirds, the rotation they have is very, very good. But that's very much like us at the minute. We're a different beast compared to where we were when we went up there. We didn't have Tom Champion, Mark Ricketts and Kane Smith in the 11, which is a massive plus. Also, we've got different personnel in different areas and in key areas, because I think we're playing a lot higher up the park. I think we have a lot of excitement in our wide areas in Kane Smith and Saul Thomas, a lot more creation with Pierre Mongora or Shebu on the point, and yeah, we look like we've got a structure at the minute, and we need to make sure we're putting the game to them. And I said in my programme notes, they need to get to our levels. We need to make sure that we're playing at our maximum, and Barrow need to match what we do, not the other way around. They're coming here, we're 12 unbeaten, we got a focus, we have an agenda, and we need to make sure that we're on job come Saturday.
And we all know how good they have been this season, but have you recognised any potential weaknesses that we can get at?
Yeah, listen, everyone has weaknesses. We're not the complete model in terms of myself, Barrow, Solihull, Notts County, Yeovil. There's always chinks in everyone's armour. It's about identifying them and trying to hone in on them as much as possible. And yes, I think they have weaknesses. Yeah, I do, as do we. So on Saturday, we need to make sure that we're organising ourselves, that they don't get on top of our weaknesses, and on the flip side, we're going at them in terms of our tempo, our play, and trying to affect what they do. And yeah, it's a game of chess to an extent, but for me, it's 11 lads against 11 lads. And when they go across that white line, I've debriefed today with Elle with regards to how we want to set up, how they set up, what we need to do, how we're going to counter that, how we're going to go about our attacking game. When they cross that white line, it's over to them. And in fairness to my group, for the last 12 games, in the unbeaten run, they've been phenomenal, but I believe it's 41 points from our last 20 games. So that's a stat in itself. If you continue that across the board of a 46-game season, you're finishing top of the table. So, look, we're in a good run. We need to continue that. I've cracked the whip a couple of times this week, because I don't want people getting above their stations, and to achieve stuff in the National League, you need to be consistent, and that's exactly what we need to be come Saturday.
And if things aren't going well, we've got Yusuf, Shebu can come off the bench and change things.
Yeah, I'll probably try and slip one of them on without the ref 9 and play a 12v11, but we've got Shebu back in full training now. Adi Youssef is obviously been great. He'd done some testing earlier on in the week, and the scores surprised both myself and him. He's going to be a great addition to this football club. He's bought right into what's expected of him. You've also got the likes of Adam McDonald, who's trained phenomenal this week, Danny Woodars, Ricky Shakes, Dave Stevens, that's like fully loaded now in terms of his session. So yeah, we got a great squad there, and it's full of competition and depth, and we need to make sure that everyone's pulling in the same direction, and if given an opportunity come Saturday, they take it with both hands, and let's have a positive result, and hopefully the fans come and support us, because I thought they were immense up at Solihull, and they aided us getting 3 points.